What time is it? It's time to eat some schnitzel! Deutschland!
Latvia!
Latvia! Latvia!
Latvia! Latvia!
Deutschland! Deutschland!
Slovensku!
Deutschland!
Gut Championship, Czechia. Dankeschön, Dankeschön.
Latvia! Latvia! Latvia!
Salut!
Deutschland! Deutschland! Deutschland!
Number 82, Alex Banks. And number 97, Alex Ingeberg. Let's go for the Latvia is Mr. Alex Ingeberg. Latvia.
Dr. Mark. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Kate.
inside Ostrava Arena as Latvia just hitting the ice surface now. Another few players to come on as they will take on Germany here today in the first of 2 games in this arena. Latvia, 3 games played, 1 regulation win, 2 overtime wins. They have 7 points. They're second in Pool B. In Germany, 1 regulation win, 2 regulation losses. So 3 points. They opened the tournament with a 6-4 victory against Slovakia Friday. They lost 6-1 to the U.S. and 6-1 to Sweden. As far as Latvia goes, beat Poland in overtime Saturday, France on Sunday in overtime, and shut out Kazakhstan 2-0 yesterday. These are the officials. Riku Brander from Finland and Michael Campbell from Canada are the referees. Yuri Andracek and Josef Spur, both from Czechia, are the linesmen. Harold Price is 65-year-old Winnipeg native, played 18 years in Mannheim. He is the German head coach. And on the other bench for Latvia, it is 56-year-old Haris Vikolins, played 8 games with the Winnipeg Jets in 1993-94. What are you expecting to see here in game 1 of 2 today, Brian, here in Ostrava?
Well, it's interesting. The Germans really got to get something going. There's got to be a disappointment. They got spanked twice, 6-1. Once by the U.S. and the last game by the Swedes. And Harold Price, the coach, said we were too passive, especially against Sweden. Yesterday in practice, he said we did some D-zone, some power play and penalty killing, let them have some fun a little bit 3-on-3. But he said Latvia is a very rugged team. And I think that's what they need. They need to get engaged a lot more. They couldn't even get the puck back against Sweden. And for Latvia, they just want to keep things going, I think. The only thing, that big mention, I think, from Coach Vitalins was we want to go hard to the net and make sure we put some pressure on Germany.
Starting goaltenders for Germany, it's Philipp Grubauer today, and Christoph Gudlevskis. He had the 22-save shutout against Kazakhstan yesterday. He plays for Bremerhaven in Germany, and 3 games played in his career for the Tampa Bay Lightning some years back. Germany and Latvia just about to get underway. Riku Brander drops the puck, and away we go. Good news for Germany. They get Nico Sturm back into the lineup after missing the last couple of games. So no doubt a welcome addition, and we get a whistle 8 seconds in.
Yeah, Sturm had an MRI on his knee and turned out to be okay. So they cleared him. He is back in the lineup. And they've got to get something going, Germany. They really just fell off. They pretty much stopped playing the last period, I would say, against Sweden. Sweden was just toying with them really at the end of the game. Germany's got to have a lot more push.
Dürkal's behind the net, the centering attempt as Dogevins was bumped off the puck. He had the overtime goal versus France. Kaspers Dogevins, he wears number 16, 85 NHL games of experience with Ottawa and 6 with the Boston Bruins. Into the corner, Dürkal's, he wears 17 for Latvia. A little bit of pressure on Ebols as the Germany team looking to get the first chance of this game, but quickly Ebols will take that pass. Doggeman's wrist shot, and that seemed to go off the defender Jonas Müller and off the target. The pass through center onto the tape of J.J. Peterka, 50 points with the Sabres last year. Now the pass to the slots to Hoviak with an opportunity, and then on the follow-up, Lucas Reichel almost had a chance. Reichel's first game too for Germany in this tournament, and he's a fine player, 21-year-old Chicago Blackhawk, wears number 73. Now speed the other way for Germany. Stahoviak drops it, shot, blocked, loose at the side of the goal now and collected there with bodies all around. Freybergs is able to grab that. With Germany off to a pretty sharp start here. Reichel, point pass, wrist shot. Müller fired that one through. That's the defender, Moritz Müller, the captain. He wears 91.
That's more like it for the Germans. Terrific start for them. Peterka really flying, in particular Stakoviak. Stakoviak's been good for the Germans, but there just hasn't been sustained attack from them, and they just seem to lose heart so quickly. But the problem against Sweden is they couldn't get the puck. They've had the puck here early. They've got a taste. This Latvian team, I love the fact that Harold Price, the German coach, said Latvia is rugged. Here's a look at that last rush. Good defense at the end. And rugged in front of the net is what Latvia would be. See, there's a good taste of it there. Yaks and Zila and Sobolskis especially, they don't mess around there. They will maul you. So if you think you're going to get easy rebounds against Latvia, think again. But I really do think this is exactly what Germany needs. They need to get punched in the mouth a little bit early on here and get themselves going.
Latvians with possession through center, driven in by Komuls. Marcus Komuls, the last couple of years with Trois-Rivières in the East Coast Hockey League in the Canadians farm system. Kalba with a shot as he whipped that one over the net, going back after it behind the goal. Now Traumax, who plays his club hockey in Kladno here in Czech Republic, has had it dumped out to center. A number of players in both teams play their club hockey here in Czechia as Germany regroups. 2.5 minutes into this one, Latvia completes a change as well. Jonas Müller plays for Berlin Eisbären. He's 28. Pass through center. Parker Tuomi into the zone. Now Sabalskis back after it on defense for Latvia. The Germans get the puck. Kastner, point pass. Jonas Müller, nice move. Müller shoots, and that is blocked as Sabalskis got a piece of that. Zirkal's back the other way. He mishandled it. Kind of alone anyway, as he didn't have any support. Now the pass through. Zirkal's unable to pick it up.
And that's the kind of play you get defensively. I'm telling you, this Latvian D-corps is right up there with one of the best D-corps in the entire B side here in this tournament. They make plays like that at the last minute. It was a good move moving in from the blue line for Germany. They had a chance for a second. It was Müller, but no, Sabalskis took care of it.
Ubakela with a long shot from the left point. That didn't get to the net. Pushed off the puck was Michaelis. Michaelis thought about the wraparound. Back to the blue line it goes. Ubakela, his shot. Latvians have blocked a handful of shots here in the early going. He'll place it deep behind the net. It'll roll to the far corner. Roberts Bukarts races after it. He wears 71. His brother Rehards wears 13 as that puck will get out to center. And yes, it is good and loud in here. Nico Sturm, San Jose Sharks. He had 8 assists, 5 goals in 63 games this past season. And that's going to be icing against Germany.
Well, for the Germans, it's been Yashin with 5 points, a goal and 4 assists. Michaelis with 4 points, and Foderl with 2 goals and 3 assists. They're the ones offensively. And there's the move by Müller. Müller moves in, and there's that outstanding block by Sabalskis. So the Latvian D-corps, as I said, not only do they play hard in front of the net, I mean, they will get all over you. They will push you out. You don't get second chances easily, but they do block a lot of rubber.
Off the draw. One shot got through as Grubauer forced to make a save for the first time here this afternoon. That'll roll out the center. Freibergs moved it rink wide for Latvia. Little work by Rehards. Bukarts trying to get it. Now it's collected by Mamic. Roberts Mamic, who plays in Slovakia. Into the German zone it goes. Strong work there. 33 is J.J. Paterka. Terrific tournament last year. Yet to really get going so far this season.
He's got to get going. He had 6 goals, 6 assists. He was the best forward in the tournament last year. 28 goals, you said, with Buffalo this year. Had a really good year, but he's got nothing so far. He's got some looks. He's -3, and he's really frustrated.
Traumax quickly into the German zone. Germany changing all 5 skaters a moment ago. Back to the point, Janis Jaks. He'll send across ice. There's a drive right on, and Grubauer was able to see that the entire way.
Grubauer was player of the game in his first game. Eilish and Foderl, those are the guys for Germany, but it just hasn't been the tournament that it's supposed to be, especially after being a medalist last year. Abels and then both goaltenders for Latvia, Merzlikins and Gudlevskis, have both been players of the game. So Germany's up against it. If they get through the D-corps, Germany's up against really good goaltending, and it's Gudlevskis back in the net here, coming off his shutout.
Shots 2-1 in favor of Latvia now here in the early going. Trying to track it down. Carlos Chuksta, he wears number 2 for Latvia. That'll pop free. Janis Jaks, 4 years at American International College some years back for him. Drive right on, rebound, score! And it's Dominic Cahoon. Cahoon goes to the net. He has his second of the tournament, and it's 1-0 Germany.
Just what the doctor ordered here for Germany. They've come out with a real push. They have taken the game right now. Winning pucks along the wall, always important, because Steve Cahoon was in the corner, and he just is unchecked. Latvia doesn't make many mistakes like that, but they made one there. Yachts was a little late getting to him. Gudlevskis was able to make the first save, but he doesn't control the rebound very well. And Cahoon, another guy who has had some looks, but has had trouble scoring. I think he had 1 point coming into this game. And now he's got a goal, so they are rolling in this game for Germany.
Dominic Cahoon, 186 NHL games experience, played with Bern in Switzerland this past year, played with Chicago, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, and Edmonton. And Germany strikes first in this one. Answer back attempt there for Tierkals, but he couldn't get it through. Sprinting up after it, Tuomi. Rashawn sharp angle in the chest save by Gudlevskis. Tuomi showing pretty good speed on that left wing. That will flip out to center ice. Dogomins bumped into his man. Germany reset with Tuomi, the 28-year-old. He has an assist. Both teams changing now. So Cahoon from Kalba and Tipples is the summary of that goal. Kalis, where's 42? He put it behind the net. Komos spent some time in the Pittsburgh organization a few years back. He wears 6 for Latvia. Germany regrouping. The pass for Elis over the blue line. Looks to ward off the defender. Elis, high slot pass. Michaelis sent it left side. There's a shot. Stick save as the drive came from the left from Zuber. Now Mamcic for Latvia, looking to get it clear. Energetic start for Germany in this one. Latvia with a quick change right there. 7 minutes in now.
Yeah, Latvia is the team that definitely has to respond here. They look like they don't have any legs right now. They are chasing the game.
Through center, Lucas Reichel cut off. Zuber tried to clear it, couldn't get it out. Good defensive work by the Germans. Turnover. Indrasis looking for the return pass, and that was cut off. Richard Burkitz trying to give it right back to Indrasis.
Ubekela made that interception.
Now sent on goal by Stahoviak. Played for Ingolstadt in Germany this past year. Racing in from the point, Ubekela behind the net. Puck stolen away there by Sabalskis. Played in Denmark this season gone by. Janis Jaks now. Out through center. Ubekela, 3 years with a pass ahead and the backhand attempt. 2 Germans were in alone, but no shots. Stahoviak couldn't pull the trigger.
That was a brutal line change there by Latvia. 4 guys went to the bench. No wonder Germany had a chance.
Harold's Igla on it now. He'll place it behind the goal. Trailmax is there. 1-0 Germany on a goal by Dominic Cahoon at 6:27. Stahoviak headmans it. Forler, the defenseman, got to center red. He'll poke that in. It's his first World Hockey Championship. Chuksta. Long pass through center. Sent back quickly. Tipples fires it up for Sturm right in. Sturm denied. Germany with the better of the opportunities. 8.5 minutes into this game. That clearing attempt pops into the Latvian bench. Germany with the 1-0 lead here in Ostrava.
In Germany's defense, they've had a slow start, but they've played some top teams, and Latvia's played more of the bottom place teams. So the schedule is going to flip-flop for these two. So Germany has some good looks ahead, but they're going to have to make some hay from here on in.
Germany still play Kazakhstan, Poland, and France. And for Latvia, they'll play Sweden, Slovakia, and the USA. So great point by you as it's flipped into the zone. 1-0 Germany, swept around by Gudlevskis. Now 3 Latvians on the attack. Zirkals finding a trailer. Dogavins with a shot. Hit a teammate at the side of the goal and rattled off Abols. Spinning back is Kalda. He's got an assist. Long wrist shot. Grubauer elects to hang on.
Yeah, Germany came ready to play in this game. They know they're playing the underdog role. Usually it's the other way around. And Germany's been on top, and it's Latvia that's chasing. But there's another look at the goal again, and they're hungry. They are making plays, but they're also playing some basic hockey. Gudlevskis would love to have been able to hold on to that one. It seemed to hit him in the shoulder. He got a piece of it with the glove, but he had the shoulder. He got to make the save first, but it's the rebound. He didn't get any help, and it's 1-0 Germany.
Halitz at center. That pass intended on the left for Photo didn't work. Germany get the puck right back. And a whistle, knocked down by a high stick. Shots 6-4 in favor of Germany, who have the lead.
Grubauer is back in net for the Germans. He took the loss against Sweden. Then it was not a fun game. He was pulled after the second. It was 5-0 for Sweden after he got pulled, and I think they were getting him ready for this game. Niederberger came in and 1 goal against after the fact, but Grubauer back in the net here again tonight.
Grubauer 14-6-2 with Seattle Kraken this past season.
And that was the right thing to do. I mean, nothing was going right for the Germans. You might as well rest them, get them ready, and I'm sure he got the whisper in the ear like, hey, you're going in next. Get your head straight, and we'll play you again next game.
Boy, that puck slid dangerously through to the German goal as Oskar Zbatna looking to convert. 2 assists, 27 minutes of penalties in the tournament for him so far.
Yeah, he got the boot in one of the games. That's why he got suspended and thrown out of the game. So that adds to your penalty minutes for sure. Getting balanced scoring for Latvia, that'd be something they would like, and they've done pretty well there. It's the top line. Dogavins, Zirkus, and Abols for sure carries them. But Bukarts and Krassenberg, they've been good. They generate a lot. They don't always get the results with the puck in the back of the net, but they've been good.
Germans won the draw, but that shot swept wide of the goal as Lucknellis was parked right in front. That'll slip around to the wing, and Tuomi got enough of it to get it out. Following up is Zuber. Played 1 game with the Arizona Coyotes this past year. Turning, Tuomi, point pass. Jurko Mueller, there's a shot redirected off the backboards, a lively backboard bounce. Chuksta flipped it out through center, knocked down there by Moritz Mueller. 37-year-old puts a bump on Indrasis. Germany with possession again. Zuber played 70 games with the Tucson Roadrunners last year, and he is on defense for Germany and carrying it now. Zuber, Paterka weaving his way through neutral ice, flips it in deep, forces Zila to go back for it. He took a light bump on the play. Possession belonging to Germany on the wing. It's Lucas Reichel. I mentioned it's his first game. It's actually his second game. He played against Sweden in that 6-1 defeat. Sturm racing back for Germany. The battle won by Gabars for Latvia. Gabars can't get it that time. Here's Yaks with a shot. Grubauer trying to fight it. He is on his knees and pops right back up. Their shots 6-5 now on the side of Germany. Gabars knocked down. The German player went tumbling as well. Sweeping at it at the line, but Fabio Wagner could not keep that in. He's played the last 10 years with Ingolstadt. Mamcic, outlet pass, a pretty good one. They'll have to double back. Abols under pressure. Reeled in nicely there by Komuls. Latvia into the zone. A pass to the slot. Waiting there is Kalba. And a breakaway pass. Nico Sturm. And he is denied by Gudlevskis. Huge save right there. Germany looking to add to their lead, but Gudlevskis shut the door here in Ostrava. Dan Robertson and Brian Engblom here in Ostrava Arena. 1-0 Germany, almost 2-0. Great opportunity. Nico Sturm, a clear-cut breakaway in that play.
Yeah, Kabla with a great pass out of the zone. Sturm was on a fly pattern. And again, maybe I talked too much about the defense core of Latvia because they've been a little loose here, and Komels and Yaks got taken by Sturm, who just went right up the gut there for the breakaway. Big save by the goaltender, Gudlevskis.
Yeah, let's put it back to the line. Kabla creeping in, flip pass, rink wide. Elis, Kabla had a double pump. He lost it just for a second. Tierkals will spin into it. And Latvia getting on the move. Dogavins delayed, poked away from him. Latvia changing. This is Oskar's Batna. Fires that one into the zone. Puck taken away. Batna just missed it. Back to the line. Yaks. And the shot attempt there by Krastenbergs. He couldn't get it through, and he'll have to come out to find it again.
Krastenbergs was the guy who got in on the forecheck and stole the puck. He's been good at that in this tournament.
Strong move by Batna to get deep. Finishes a bump on Visman. Michaelis for Germany. Now work through center. In they come. It is Paterka. He has stood up in the corner. Paterka, though, got his balance back, made the pass. Yaks being careful with it and lifts it out to center. 13 minutes into this opening period. Visman. Stahoviak leaves it. That pass. One-time attempt by Reichel with a high degree of difficulty. Couldn't make it work. Does seem that the puck skipping and bouncing a little bit.
Yeah, the ice has not been great. It's a warm building. This is the first game. Wait till the second one, you start seeing the rolling puck even more.
Another beautiful day here in Ostrava. Yeah. Terrific atmosphere as we came in today through the fan zone. And there's a lot of folks having fun. Long, fast pass for Stahoviak. Up and out of play.
Yeah, Jonas on Germany. Got to get something done, and they're playing like it. Turnovers, they're doing a good job. There's a look at the breakaway. That was a beautiful heads-up pass there, and then Sturm had the right idea and the right shot. Just wasn't quite perfect as he winces at that one. Pulled the trigger early. He was starting to shoot by the first hash mark because he's at full speed. And he pulled the trigger. Gudlevskis was on the way down, but didn't go down too soon. He made the shoulder save.
Sturm, a veteran of 269 NHL games. The Sharks now formerly with Minnesota and Colorado. Zuber, cross ice. Kastner rolls it into the Latvian zone. Bumping going on there against Freebergs, but they'll get it out. Rihards Pukarts. He's got a goal in this tournament. And offside, Latvia.
So the Germans have got the Latvians off their game. They don't have that same kind of flow, although they're not, I wouldn't exactly call them a flow team because they don't have that 1, 2, 3, 4 punch. It's their top line that carries them. The number one line does most of the scoring. The other ones kind of grind away. They get their chances any way they can. The top line is the one that wants the puck, maintains possession in the offensive zone. They haven't been able to do that yet. So Latvia, I think, is able to adapt because they do have a lot of grinders and that grinder mentality up and down their lineup.
Ubakila, some strong skating. He'll one-hand that to center. Sturm. Ubakila looking for Cahoon just out of his reach. Cahoon has the goal in this game. Now turning Ubakila back at the blue line. Pass into the skates of Tipples. Ubakila shot and backhanded there and held by Gudlevskis. 1-0 Germany leading Latvia here in Ostrava. Lots of fun to be had here in Ostrava Arena today. Germany with Dominic Cahoon opening the scoring at 6:27. The other game going on in Prague right now, Czechia and Denmark. No score in period 1. And Gudlewski's had to watch that one.
Latvia wants to go to the net hard and continue to play that way. That has not happened yet. Quite frankly, they just haven't had the puck enough, and they haven't gotten shots to the net. So unless you get shots to the net, there's no use going there.
Michaelis hoping for the return feed as he went to the net of his photo, trying to give it back to him. Now Dirkals, he'll delay a little bit. Places it in behind the goal. Jonas Mueller, checked by Dovigans. Latvia looking to establish a forecheck now. Pushed behind the net by Jonas Mueller. Lifted up by Visman. Knocked down. Skating room for Janis Jaks. Latvia changes, so he'll just risk that around the boards. And at the half boards, it's Batna. But the Germans with Reichel on the move. Reichel had it chopped away by Jaks. Jaks plays in Litvinov here in Czechia during regular season play. A little pressure there from Stahoviak. Latvia looked to break it out, and they do. Krastenberg got spun around, and we'll have our game's first power play coming up to Latvia.
This is something they do have to improve on. Even though they're in good shape, they're in second place in the division.
Number 38, 2 minutes for holding stick.
1 for 9 on the power play, and they, well, penalty killing's good, but power play 1 for 9. They're better than this, I think, but they'll get a chance here as Wagner goes up. Germany shorthanded.
Germans have killed 9 of 12 power play attempts against, so that's 75%. Abel's on the draw for Latvia, and he's beaten there by Sturm. Crowd in the corner. The Germans come away with the puck, and it's sent all the way down by Frederick Tipples, who had an assist on the goal by Cahoon. 4 left in the first. Janis Jaks. Pretty good left side pass. Abols throws it out front, broken up effectively, and then it just slid wide as it was chopped at by Patna, and Germany clears.
Zuber read that one all the way. He was in good position. That pass from the corner did not hit its mark because he was there.
Dogevins with 5 points in the tournament. Nifty move. Tough for him and Latvia to get in. Now they do. Clear to the corner and bounces back for Dirkals. And that goes over the head of Jaks. He had a duck and cover right there. Gudlewskis will wait as Latvia is changing. So the first half of that power play has gone by the wayside. Gudlewskis will get his stick back from Chuksta. And now it is Richard Bucharts. That left side fake shot attempt worked all the way back to the line. Chuksta. Indrasis creeping down to the corner. Niks Indraskis back to the blue line. Chuksta again. Indrasis, goal line pass. Turning is Bucharts. That's Roberts Bucharts. Long point wrist shot, rebound. A pretty juicy rebound, but Germany's able to pick it up and clear.
Yeah, the shot from the point, pretty easy for Grubauer to save, and Germany clears it very easily. So Latvia's going to have to take his eyes away a lot better than that in those long shots. That one goes up into the bench. So not much happening still on that power play for Latvia, coming in 1 for 9 so far. There's Jaks coming up the ice. Abels with penetration, and there's the defensive play by Zuber.
Dirkals with a chance, just couldn't get any wood on it. With 13 seconds remaining in the penalty to Fabio Wagner. Mancic forced to turn back after it. Roberts Mancic plays in Slovakia. Puck behind the Latvian goal, and the remainder of the penalty has been killed, so Latvia 0 for 1 in the man advantage here. 2 shots that time around, and another penalty coming up, and it looks like Germany will have a power play now.
Well, we usually don't see power play so close together in this tournament. Power plays have not been plentiful. Yeah, that's a boarding call. Abels in the penalty box. So let's see, Germany on the power play 2 for 5. And the penalty kill for Latvia. They've only had 1 goal against and 12 times shorthanded. The rugged game that Germany referred to. Latvia does play a rugged game, so they do take penalties. And that was a sample of the rugged style, but the penalty is not a good thing.
Sturm and Batna on the face-off, and Batna wins it cleanly. Germany power play, looking to go up a pair. Batna along the boards. Unable to get it out, but on the second crack at it, pushes it over the blue line. Visman in his 3rd World Championship. Nice move right in, scores! Kai Visman with a brilliant individual effort, and it's 2-0 Germany.
And he went one-on-one with Mamsits on defense, and Mamsits went right to the bench and sat down like he wanted to get off the ice. Just undressed by Visman. Visman, a defenseman himself, who's got some really good hands, and nobody really gets on him. A little hesitation move. There's a gap. He takes it. And once he gets up and splits the defense, they were too far apart. But this is on Mamsits. This is a one-on-one. It's almost like he thinks there's going to be a pass made or he's going to dump it in. Next thing you know, he's by him and they're scrambling, trying to get back into position. It's too late, and he makes the perfect shot. Terrific work there, one-on-one by Visman.
So not your traditional power play goal, but Germany certainly will take it.
A lot of times, you know, the rush chances are overlooked. Teams are so geared to getting in. Let's get set up. Let's do it. This is how we do it. And you get a chance one-on-one, especially for defensemen. That doesn't happen very often. So taking advantage is great.
There's a shot and a misfire there off the stick of Richard Bukarts, who looked at the plate of his stick. A good start for Germany, who need it. Just 3 points coming in. Now back the other way is Stahoviak again. Knocked loose. Richard Bukarts on the rush. 3 Latvians on the attack. Centering pass sticked away by Grubauer, and that shot. Grubauer made that stop too. Zila fired it on goal. Lifted on the backhand by Reichel all the way down into Latvian territory. This is Latvia's first 2-goal deficit of the tournament, to give you an idea how things have gone for them. Dogevins makes his way into the zone. Zirkals is there, but he is pushed away quickly. Tiffels now for Germany. Elects to backhand it in, had a couple of Latvians to deal with, and he gets on at first. He's being watched there by Chuksta. Play broken up. Zirkals. Abels flips it right into the chest of Zirkals, and Dogevins there as well as his first line for Latvia, trying to get a late scoring chance in period 1. The pass to Batna. Makes his way with speed, cuts, shoots. Not a bad looking rush. He missed the net though. Yaks passed it behind the goal. A bouncing puck. Roberts Burkhardt looked to center it. Couldn't. Memchich driving into the corner. 10 seconds to go. Back to the blue line, and it jumped over the stick of Krastenbergs. Good fortune there for Germany, and really good start for the Germans here, Brian.
Yeah, Germany's done their job. Whether you lose 6-1 or 1-0 in overtime, it doesn't matter. It's only 1 loss, so you have to clear your mind. Germany has cleared their mind. They've come out a very different team, and Latvia is just plain sloppy right now. They got some work to do.
Cahoon and Visman on the power play have scored for Germany. They lead it 2-0 after 1 period of play.
Surveillance, go pushing. Let's start, boys. Let's start, Joe. Men are fucking ready. Let's start.
Ist richtig, Männer. So ist richtig.
Guys, way to win those board battles, boys.
Hi.
Hey, let's go, guys.
Have a good game.
1, 2, 3, go!
Up! All right, white first. Stick, let's go. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, no hands! No hands! Let's go! Loose! Got some intensity. Yeah. I like it. No hands! Unit hold! Easy! Up! Hey! Good job!
The teams have taken the ice in preparation for the start of the second period of play. And Brian, before the game, we talked about the fact that Germany needed to get something going with just 3 points coming into this one, and pretty good start for them in the opening 20.
Oh, they were outstanding. It was their period, no doubt. Latvia never got their game going. They're a scrappy kind of bunch, as I said. Germany, who had tried to play the skill game and the flow game that they want to play, which they are playing in this first period, but have not really been able to. In the last 2 games, they've not been able to get to it at all. They just haven't had the puck against the U.S. and against Sweden. Well, they've had it here, and they've taken it to Latvia. Claire Hanna, who is really good at getting the coaches to say some really interesting things in the pregame interviews. And it was funny that Harris Vidalinch, the coach of Latvia, even though they're the ones in second place in the standings coming into this, and Germany's in 7th place, he wanted to turn it around like, oh yeah, we want to be the underdog. They like being the underdogs. Well, Germany's playing like they're the underdogs because they are, you know, in this situation. So I find that really interesting going in. So a little bit of pressure maybe for Latvia. I don't know what it is, but we'll see how they respond. And they have responded really well in their games prior to this one.
We start the second period, 5 skaters aside. Visman, he scored the game's second goal. That came on the power play off a really nice solo effort as that puck is directed wide by Elis. Good read by Abols to pick it up in flight. Now Dierkals puts it to the end boards. Michaelis in a battle. Now Jonas Müller for Germany. He'll skate in the corner. Müller, a little bit of pressure on him. So Visman sent it back in his direction. Latvia starting this period in the Germany zone. Long shot, harmless, tipped off the stick of Dierkals, who plays for Skellefteå in the Swedish league. 3-on-2 developing. Fodel, shot, scores! 3-on-2 for Germany, and Leo Fodel gets his first of the tournament, and it's 3-0.
They got everything going their way now. Jaks, the defenseman for Latvia, number 72, trying to stay up in the offensive zone. They want to get some kind of push going, but he gets stuck. In left side there, he pinches in. He's way too late. Germany's already got 3 guys up on the play. 3-on-2. Nice, cool and calm attack by Germany because there's a huge gap. There's really no back checking there because of the attempted pinch. And Fodor, who's able to put it on a tee and just wade his way in there. And they just rip that one. He rips that one right along the ice, and it goes 5-hole.
So I said his first, that's actually his third goal and his 6th point. So he's tied for the tournament lead in scoring. Leo Fodor with a perfect finish and an ideal start for Germany. 48 seconds in, and they make it 3-0. Krastenbergs had it taken away. Germany coming right back in, flipped around by Stachowiak, but it came out of the zone. Paterka looking for some skating room. J.J. Paterka to Reichel. Blind backhand pass. He knew that Paterka was in the neighborhood, and he worked back now to Chuksta. That long pass, a pretty good one. Krastenbergs over the line with a shot, and Grubauer made it look easy.
Well, if I'm Latvia and the coach, Harry Vitulins, they have a reputation of being rugged. That's what the Germans called them before this game. They have not been rugged in this game, and they need to get back to them. Another look at the goal there, and it was a 3-on-2, well executed. Back the defenders off. You've got one forward and one defense there because Yaks was caught up the ice, the defenseman. The execution was there. A stoppable puck still, even though there was big penetration, and Gudlevsky's not really as sharp as he was last game.
You see Germany get some odd man rushes. We saw in the second that first period, Nico Sturm had that breakaway, or it could be a little more lopsided at this point, but as it stands, a 3-0 Germany advantage. Lokmelis behind the net now, skates to the corner, back again. Lokmelis, sharp angle shot by Richard Bukarts was blocked. Sturm knocked his man down, and cutting back Cahoon. Here they come again. Pass to the wing. Tipples, who has an assist already, cycled it for Cahoon. Dominic Cahoon turning again, biding his time, gets support now. Slot pass, but stumbling was Tuomi, so it slid out of the zone. Waiting at the line, Ale redirected in. Marcus Komels for Latvia. Played it around the wing. Skating into it, Traulmax. And that goes nowhere fast. Long pass to center. Relayed back by Tuomi, and he'll get it again. Tuomi, shot, scores! Parker Tuomi, and it's 4-0 Germany.
I think you're going to see a goaltending change here pretty soon to shake the team up, but Gudlevsky's is just not getting a good look at these. This is a really good shot, but again, Latvia backs way into the zone. The attack of Germany has them intimidated right now. They're not confronting them at all. Look at the penetration here, and then they're really using the ice really well. They back them off, and then Tuomi just kind of folds in underneath. And he still has time and room. I don't know how many times that is now where they get to the top of the circle or more with a free shot with nobody else around them. And I think Latvia's called a timeout here to try to settle things down, and that's for sure. They're going to have to try and do something in the neutral zone a lot better than they are right now, because Germany's got them so backed off and the goaltender's just at bay.
So Fodor scored at the 48-second mark, and now at 2:42 it's Tuomi for Germany. Parker Tuomi, 2 goals in a minute and 54 seconds.
That went off the handle of the stick. Another good look. It was going right for the top corner, I think, but it went off the inside of the handle of the stick, which even helped more. And Germany, they're just in full force now, full flow. And Latvia said the scrappy style team is going to have to get back to that scrappy style, and one shift at a time, work their way back into it and knock Germany down a notch or two.
So the third German goal was Fodor from Elis and Jonas Müller, and that third goal is only from Kastner and Ubukila. 11 different German players have points, so it's all going to script for Team Germany at this point. Rolled out of the zone, now the defenseman Yaks. A partner pass to Zilla. Kristaps Zilla ahead for Renard Krastenbergs. He turned and chopped at it, missed it. He'll get it back. Krastenberg, snapshot, and that went off the body and wide. Spinning in the corner, Batna turns again. Oscar Batna, big body, hard to deal with. Try and keep him on the outside. Batna stops, still has it. Batna turns again. He has to face a check of Fodorol, who has a goal here in this second period. Krastenbergs. Roberts Bukarts rather in the corner now for Latvia. The fans certainly beating the drum and hoping that Latvia will give them something to cheer about, but they'll be short-handed now as Wiesman was brought down. I hope he's okay. I think the stick went through his skate blade.
Yeah, Krastenberg's going to go for tripping. Just when they had something going. Batna had a really good shift. They need some more of this. There's a good look at the penalty. It'll be an easy tripping call. But Batna's the one that was in there going back and forth behind the net, just hanging on to the puck, using the area. It spun around a couple of times. They need some zone time. They need to settle this game down. So it was a good shift and everything was going well until Krastenberg takes the tripping penalty. And we got a goaltending change. I figured that was going to come sooner than later.
Kind of funny it didn't come when they called the timeout. Maybe Merzlikins needed a little bit more time to get ready. So it is Elvis Merzlikins. He allowed 22 goals on 29 shots in the 3-2 overtime win against France on Sunday. So
it's the right thing to do, right? I mean, nothing's going right for Latvia. Nothing's going right for Gudlevskis, who was coming off a shutout in the last game. But a change is certainly needed here.
Merzlikins, of course, with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Germany looking to really pour it on now as they are on the power play. Cahoon put it to the net, and it's swept away by Merzlikins. Reset up top. Jonas Müller has an assist in this game. Cahoon shoots right on, no rebound. Waiting was Stahowiak, but the puck wasn't there.
And so you want to be a goalie, huh? Yeah, you come out, your first shift is against the power play. Your team's down 4-0. You're out against the power play. Nice warm-up. Have a nice day. Well, he gets the first one, and it's actually a pretty easy save, so at least he gets a feel. Nothing worse than for a goaltender to come in and the first shot that he faces ends up going in the back of the net. Doesn't happen here. Merzlikins makes the save.
Merzlikins now 30 years old. The crowd looking for the puck. It's gloved at the circle. Knocked out and a bump on Dierkals. He paid a price there, a little slow to get up. He's fine. He just took a stiff check.
Yeah, you don't do a little give and go against Müller. Müller knew exactly what he wanted to do. He played the body and really dropped him there.
Germany scored in their first power play. It was Wiesman off the rush, and they enter the Latvian zone again. Up big, 4-0. Cahoon put it in behind the goal. Truksta is on it for Latvia, but he had it taken away. Elis working in the corner. Has to deal with two Latvian players, and now Batna is able to backhand it down. A minute remaining in the penalty, and it is Krastenbergs in the box for Latvia. This is Jonas Müller. Weaving carefully now through center. Müller, Sturm, tape to tape. Paterka into the zone. The shot. That went off the skate. He's looking for it again. Watching him is Mancic. Germans with possession. Wiesman with the puck. Reeled in by Reichel. Drops it off. Paterka shoots, scores! Paterka, and you can see the relief with the reaction after he puts it in. He's on the board.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Paterka's had looks in this tournament so far. He's come away empty. He has smashed his stick, going to the bench a few times. Been frustrated time and time again. Heck of a player. This time he gets it, and this is a stoppable puck. Merzlikins made the first saves that he saw, but this one he's guessing a little bit. That beats him on the short side. But this is what Paterka needed. I don't think he's screened, but again, he's not challenged at all. And that's a really good shot. Short side, over the pad, under the glove. 5-0 now.
3 goals in 5 minutes and 37 seconds for Germany. 2 goals on the power play and 2 chances. So yes, Merzlikins beaten clean with it's really not a longer shot, but somewhere in between. And it is a goal by Peterka. He had 28, as we mentioned earlier. It was a -3 coming into play here today, and that shot by Ingrasis off a stick climbs the ladder and goes out. All Germany here in Ostrava. Dan Robertson, Brian Engblom back with you inside Ostrava Arena, where Germany has really stretched the lead to 5. That last goal, Peterka has first from Reichel. Brian, that means 13 different German players have a point each. Everybody's getting
unreal. 13 different guys with a point. You don't see that very often. But Peterka getting well too, that's a big thing for them too, because he's such an important player with big games. Every game is a big game. They need to pile up points and they need consistent wins. And right now, Latvia just has to clear the slate and go, okay, we're down 5-0. Let's just hit the reset button like it's 0-0 and get some good habits going here. It's really hard, though, when the dam is broken and you're trying to fix it, trying to get yourself to feel right. Nothing feels right for Latvia right now, but that's where you prove whether you're a really good team or not.
Latvia making the goaltending change. Cahoon sent it cross ice, just under the reach of Sturm. His pass to the corner, Tipples back to the point. That shot by Forler was blocked. Germany right back on it. Tipples moved it. Cahoon spinning in tight quarters, and again worked it back. Forler waits. That shot skipped off a stick, grabbed in front. Oh, it just lifted wide. What a move there by Cahoon as he took it to the goal.
And Latvia is just playing bouncing pucks. They are not playing that punishing style game. And that was a chance that just shouldn't have been given up for the Germans, because Latvia pretty much standing still, trying to play bouncing pucks. In the games prior to this, they were punching people in the mouth and they were running people over. They had everybody tied up. It's a very different looking team, and Germany continues to thrive on that. The movement by Germany, that makes a difference. But you see, Latvia's got players in place, but not a whole lot happening there. And there's another sort of stick check, and it ends up almost costing Latvia a 6th goal against.
In Prague, Czechia leading Denmark now 3-1. They were down by a count of 1-0. Play in Pool A goes on a few hours away from here. Took a lovely train ride to get here the other day. Brian.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
lovely train ride. Yep, it's great.
Really enjoying the Czechia countryside. Beautiful country as that shot swept wide. So Versleken's in after Gudlevskis gave up 4 goals. And the air certainly has been taken out of the Latvian balloon in this one. 5-0 as it's taken in by Peterka. Put it behind the net. And a check there by Zila on his man. A one-on-one developing. Lokmelis cuts across the slot. That's Lokmelis that played at UMass this past season. Jonas Müller biding his time. Wiesman had the game's 2nd goal. Threw it out to center ice. Chipped ahead by Stahodziak. Here he comes. Cut, shoots it. He got it away as he was toppling and forced the goaltender to make the save.
Let's take a look at the German goals. It's become an onslaught now. They just have attacked with some real fervor. They got a feel for it now. Their big gunners are shooting now, scoring from the slot area. They've been able to really just dismantled the Latvian defense. They pushed them back, especially on the rush. They've had outnumbered attacks. Latvia's back into the tops of the circles or worse 3, 4, 5 times. And it's cost them at least 3 of the goals in this game. It's 5-0 German.
Gudlevskis, after shutting out Kazakhstan yesterday, a 22-save effort, pulled today. You can't hang it on him, that's for sure. No stick on the play for Mamcic. He kicks it back to the line. It goes. That shot bounces to the corner. Moritz Müller backed off. Now at center, Oskar Zbatna got it in deep. Zuber placed it behind the net. Another penalty coming up to Latvia here, and maybe a little more, as exception was taken to the check on Tuomi that time.
Yeah, I think it was Batna. I think Batna is going to go for probably cross-checking. Latvia's got really nothing to lose by doing it. Not the penalty, but getting that in-your-face game going. If they can walk the line between being more physical and getting in your face, and yeah, there's a lot of yakking going on right now.
This German power play now 4 for 7 in the tournament, 2 for 2 today. They go right back to it looking for another goal. The two referees today are Michael Campbell from Canada and Riku Brander from Finland. Campbell is 18 to your right.
Yeah, that is Batna in the penalty box. And it was Kastner that was John with him. He's a big boy.
He is.
And when he pushes, it gets noticed. Big guys have to be extra careful. They can't give up another one here. I mean, it's bad enough, down 5-0, halfway point of the game roughly. Another one here, and
Abels won the face-off, but Germany looking to get possession and pushed back there by Paterka. Wiesman moved it low. Cahoon to Paterka and back again. Wiesman was able to slide that one through. The pass to the slot. That feed was from Reichel. He was trying to get it to Paterka, but way off the mark. Now Abels for Latvia. They come in shorthanded. He's just killing a couple of seconds. Sprinting after it in the open corner. Dierkals cuts back. Loses it. As we near the halfway point of regulation in this, Germany had led 2-0 after 1 and then 3 goals in 5:37 in the second. They're going to have a 2-man advantage. We'll see if they allow a Latvian player to touch the puck, so they'll have plenty of time. 1:14 with a 5-on-3.
boy, when it goes bad, it really goes bad. Zirkles is going. Zirkles and Abels, part of that top line with Dogvins, and by far their best line offensively. So Zirkles and Abels also are penalty killers. They get a ton of ice time. But in a game like this where they'd like to get some offense going, having penalty killing on top of everything else would be tough. Yeah, that's he wants to go for the hook of the stick. He gets Visman right up in the mouth.
Usually when it's already a power play, it's going to take a blatant penalty to be called to make it 5-on-3, and you can't not call that. So, face-off, first things first for Latvia. They win that and are able to clear it as it's ripped all the way down. Mamcic set at the distance. And now Jonas Müller. Dominic Cahoon, he had the game's first goal. He went to the net quickly to score it. And he'll carry it to the corner. Cahoon. Müller. He'll get it back. Tuomi is on the move. Cahoon, side of the net pass. Stahoviak returned it. Cahoon. Müller, the pass went off a stick. There's 35 left in the 5-on-3 advantage for Germany. Stahoviak, pretty good pass through. And Müller couldn't shoot it. It was in his skate, so he had to reset, and that gets out. And the Latvian fans who've had little to cheer about today, raucous on that one, cleared the zone. Stahoviak right back in. He'll leave it. Dominic Cahoon. Jonas Müller. Tuomi. In behind the net it goes. Stick handling is Yassin Ilitz. Cahoon. Müller again. Low pass. Stop, and the rebound. Is it in? No, right at the goal line. And the loose puck score. Michaelis. and it's 6-0.
And Merzlikins is really hot. He banged his stick down on the ice, and he was yelling at the officials. I think he wanted a whistle. The puck seemed to be underneath them for a bit, but Germany just never stopped. 5-on-3, so really difficult when you get a scramble situation. The first one hit the side of the net. Merzlikins thought he had it. But he doesn't have it long enough, and those extra bodies just make all the difference. Merzlikins does everything he can. See, he sits down, but he just doesn't have it yet.
So we're back to 5 skaters aside. The first penalty had ended, and Germany with their 3rd power play goal of the game.
Mercifully, that was then technically a 5-on-4 and not the 5-on-3, because then, yeah, they would have a chance to keep going on the power play.
So Michaelis, who plays for Zug, with his 2nd goal, 5th point, and it's been that kind of day. It's written all over the face of Elvis Merzlikins.
He is an angry human right now, that's for sure, for a lot of different reasons.
So Yashin Elis gets an assist. He is the first German today with 2 points, and they're up 6-0, spreading the wealth against Latvia. So Michaelis, the 28-year-old, poking it in. And back to 5 skaters aside we go with just under 9 left in the 2nd period. Germany really leaning on Latvia here today, as the score would tell you. Maybe something else coming. Ale will control it. His pass to the left side. Kastner darts after it. Komuls around into the corner with that pass. Traumax gets himself into a bit of trouble there as Tuomi was giving him a hard time. Tuomi now at the half boards. He took a check. He got his first of the tournament at 2:42 of this 2nd period. That was the second period goal for Germany. Kastner followed into the corner. He'll leave it for Tuomi. Parker Tuomi up top. Germany with a partial change right now. Leaving it was Ale. Latvia can't get a touch. Forler going behind the goal, the big German defender. That sharp angle shot. Knocked down in behind the goal. Working hard to get it back is Peterka, and he does pick it free. Centering pass, and a good stop that time as Reichel came in, and Merzlikins was ready and waiting, and little dust up in the crease now.
When you're down by 6-0, this is how you react. And it looks like they're clamping down on the penalties here. Referee's got his arm in the air, or maybe just trying to direct traffic. Okay, there are no penalties.
The things.
Yep, there are after all. he was just waiting.
It's the Holiak and for Latvia, Rolfs Freebergs.
Both guys 2 minutes for roughing.
Interesting, because this is the first day, I can honestly say, where we've seen penalties called much more freely than any of the other games on any of the other days, especially early in the tournament. I mean, there was a ton of stuff going on, and not that they didn't deserve here. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good roughing, all right. Full-on headlock.
And maybe they'll continue to clamp down considering the score, because when it gets lopsided, it can get a little testy at times. So
all the time.
By at times,
if you're
100%.
Latvia, yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Rehards, Bucharts moved it out to center. So even with the coincidental penalties, they stay 5 skaters aside in international hockey as it's moved off the glass, but kept in. Romelis moved it around the boards. Latvia looking for something positive. The goaltender says that one out of play. Grubauer. Tough to hear the whistles right now, but a whistle did blow. 6-0 Germany over Latvia. back inside Ostrava Arena. Germany, they started the tournament beating Slovakia 6-4 Friday. Then they lost 6-1 to the U.S., 6-1 to Sweden on Monday, where I know you called that game, and Sweden pretty much toyed with them.
Yeah.
Well, they've changed
It looked a lot
today.
like this in reverse.
Right.
Yeah, and Germany looks like the kind of team and the lineup that they have, that this is the way they want to play, right? They want to play with the puck. They feel like they have goal scorers. They feel like they have playmakers and guys that can skate. But when they didn't have the puck in both 6-1 losses, the U.S. and the Swedes took that game away from them. But the thing is, if you're going to be a really good team and a medal team, you have to be able to do both. You have to be able to grind it. You have to be able to be patient, too. And does Germany have that ability to do that? But right now, they're getting back to their game and feeling good about themselves. So don't worry about that other part next time out.
Now back for it is Zuber, the rangy defender. They've got some big defensemen on this team to the Germans. Cahoon ahead. Tipples took the pass. Now pretty good speed from Abols coming back. Rodrigo Abols slams on the brakes. Put it through the slot. He tried to feed Cebulskis. It got all the way to the boards. Back to the blue line. Snapped by Komuls. Spent some time at University of Alaska Fairbanks in his college days. Germany looking to clear, and they do. So next up for Latvia, they'll play Sweden after getting Friday off. Thursday and Friday off. And then as far as Germany goes, they'll get ready to play Kazakhstan on Friday. Kazakhstan plays Sweden tomorrow, and we get a stoppage with 6:03 left in period 2.
Well, Latvia's down 6-0 to Germany, and if they've got Sweden coming up next, if they think it's going to get any easier, I got news for you. It is not going to be any easier. They are as good as the way Germany is playing right now with the puck. They have dominated their games with puck possession, with making plays. And so Latvia is going to be up against it in that respect, too. So that's what I mean. They're going to have to get back to their grinding game and that snarling game without taking penalties.
Egla won that draw for Latvia. The clearing attempt knocked down. Driving wide is Harolds. Egla all the way around. Sent it to the blue ice. And Grubauer was waiting. 6-0. Germany continues to lead over Latvia. Dan Robertson and Brian Engblom with you here. Germany versus Latvia. The next game we'll have for you here in Pool B play will be Slovakia versus Poland. The Polish team put up a decent fight against France yesterday. They were down 4-0, got a couple of second period goals, and it ended 4-2.
Yeah, goal scoring, that's their thing. You've got to be able to generate some offense.
Germany with no problem in that category here today. Taken away now by Kaubla, his first World Hockey Championship. That's sent around behind the goal. Fodorov, who has a goal in this period, will get it on the backboards in the corner. He's being worked over by Chuksta. Carlos Chuksta, he's 26 years old. Richards Bukarts. Kicking back at it, kind of missing it was Indrasas. Now it goes in. Chased by Fabio Wagner. He is held on the boards by Richards Bukarts. Puck ends up behind the goal, and Indrasas looking for it for Latvia as they search for some offensive. It held to just 10 shots with 5 minutes left in the second. The play stops.
Richard Bukarts has had a decent tournament. I mean, he's got some skill. He's fast, and his timing's really good. He gets in the offensive zone at the right time. Goal scoring, yeah, you got to have speed. You got to have great hands, but you also have to know when to get into the scoring areas. Timing away from the puck is big, and he's been pretty good in that department.
Yeah, very familiar with this building. He plays for Vitovice in Czech League. Right here in Ostrava. Is inspired into the Latvian zone. Again, Merzlikins came on after Lublevskis allowed 4 goals. Worked on the wing by Reichel. Behind the net, Stahoviak tracking it for Germany.
I think even the Latvian drummer is angry. He's pounding it even harder than usual.
I thought it was getting louder. Krastenberg takes it to the net and wasn't able to finish the deal that time. Now Raivas Hansen's point pass, wrist shot knocked down and just chopped to the sideboards. That was Krastenberg's, unable to put that on net, and out it goes. Carried quickly by Paterka. JJ Paterka cuts back, puts it off a skate, then they score. Paterka with his second, and it's 7-0 Germany.
And Merzlikins just left the net and kind of squatted down, and he was screaming in that mask. I guarantee you. This is just one of these games where everything is going wrong. Everything right for Germany. Paterka is so smooth at high speed. Really nice job there. And he's just trying to get it to the front of the net. Right in off a defenseman's foot. And the goaltenders are like, are you kidding me? I'm having enough trouble just trying to stop straight on shots. That might even been doubly deflected. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter at this point. Ansons was back there, and Zabolskis was in the area. Completely changed direction. Wasn't even on net.
And a great look at the frustration from Merzlikins, and it's worth repeating too. Is Ron, you talked about before the game in our lead into it that Paterka has been frustrated when he got his first goal. His reaction was really telling. Daugavins is hurt for Latvia over to the right and trying to crawl to the bench.
Oh, talk about injury to insult. He's their big goal scorer. He's been their best offensive player.
He's in trouble right now, Kasper Daugavins.
Yeah.
This comes with 3:51 left in the second period. So can't put any weight in that right foot.
So that dismantles, at least for now, the top line as well. Daugavins with 4 overtime games winners. There it is, left side of the screen, away from the puck. It was leg on leg. Trying to run a little bit of a pick, maybe.
Maybe a Charlie horse there.
But there's contact. Yeah, it's hard to say. But that right leg, he tried to brush off whatever the contact. He wasn't quite ready for it. And yeah, he was down a real long time.
Daugavins in a lot of pain right now on that Latvian bench. Mentioned it earlier, 85 games with the Ottawa Senators and 6 the Boston Bruins, so 91 NHL games in total, and now 35 years old. Been a great player for his country for a long time. Vitolin's arguing that there should be some sort of a penalty, perhaps. Daugavins getting some love from Krastenberg.
Well, you know what? It was kind of incidental contact, and if anything, it looked like Daugavins was actually going in to the German player, maybe sort of a rub-off play because they had the puck. So I didn't see any penalty for Germany from my standpoint.
That last goal, by the way, JJ Paterka at 15:53 unassisted. So he has a pair now today and in the tournament.
The good news is Daugavins is still on the bench, and they didn't take him back for repair. So he's going to try and work it off on the bench, at least for now.
Forecheck from Felix Gavars. On the half boards, Traumax. That shot. You can see that boxing out effectively was Moritz Müller as Grubauer froze the puck.
Yeah, all the details of the game here for Germany are becoming that much easier, and things that they weren't doing the other day. It just seems to me, looking back on that game against Sweden, the 6-1 loss, They were so intent of trying to get to their game that they're playing right now. We have the puck. This is what we do. This is what we want. And when they couldn't do it, they lost all the detail to their game defensively. And it just got worse and worse. And then they chased Sweden around, exactly what they're doing to Latvia in this game.
Fabio Wagner knocked down to the play by Richard Bukarts. Latvians with possession. The point pass. Sabolskis. A partner feed. Will he get it back? Sabolskis skating to the circle. Turning with it though as Yaks tries the right side as Latvia looking to get on the scoreboard, but frustration continues. That shot. Puck went off a stick and out.
Not a lot of movement there in the offensive zone. So when you're standing still, making a few stick handles, it's easier and easier for you to run out of room and things to do. And it makes it easier for the Germans to challenge you and shut down everybody else away from the puck, which is what they were doing.
Lucas Kalda. But the Latvians get it back. A chance in tight for Richard Bukarts, but he just spiked that one high and off the mark. Stolen away by Cahoon. He broke it up. In they come, over skating it was Sturm. Now Latvia back in a 3-on-3. Lokmelis driving, unable to get the shot to the net. Sturm threw it right to center. Cahoon's had a good game. He opened the scoring. Germany with a chance on a 2-on-1 perhaps. Flipped toward the front and waved that there by Sturm, but he couldn't get much on it. Now Janis Yaks with 2:20 left in the second. 7-0 Germany. Paterka has 2 and 5 other single goal scorers. Indrasis back to the blue line. One-time shot pounded on goal by Chuksta. Indrasis again. Gets some help in the play in the centering feed for Chuksta. He came in off the blue line but couldn't finish it. Now back in neutral ice. Illis. Forler, the defenseman, a strong move right in. Ran out of room at the last second as he took it to the goal. And he'll get back, try and plant a lick on the Latvian player. Turnover at center. We've seen a few of those here today for Latvia. Puck sent to the corner. So 7 goals on 19 shots. Not a great collective save percentage for Latvia here today.
Yeah, that's for sure. And the goaltenders are part of the malaise for Latvia too. Neither goaltender has been very sharp. Well, we're going to get a couple of penalties here in front of the net.
Michaelis getting worked over by Freebergs. Or vice versa, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Freebergs has actually been one of those mainstay defensemen that's done a heck of a job and has played hard in front of the net, but this is anger management coming out the wrong way. Freebergs, there's a penalty, all right. They're just looking for things to do now, and when you make it that obvious and easy for the referee to make a call, but he's also able to draw Michaelis into it too, so at least took somebody off with him. I thought he was just going to take one by himself.
So in Prague, where Czech is playing Denmark, the Czechs up 3-2 over the Danes after 40 minutes of play. Right here, 7-0 Germany, 5 skaters aside.
We've seen some interesting things in this tournament, even on the other side. But Canada had a gigantic lead yesterday, right? And they had to win in overtime.
They're up 6-1 against Austria. It was 6-6. You wonder too, part of that is the pass. They score. Komos drills it, and it's 7-1. Markus Komos.
Get in on the forecheck, turn it over, and Komos makes a good shot. So Germany hadn't spent a whole lot of time in their own zone by any means, and Grubauer hasn't seen a decent shot in quite some time. Top of the circle, he's screened out, but Grubauer was guessing a little bit there. Watch Grubauer come out. I think he's just trying to get position so he can see the puck, but he comes out on the short side. Usually the goaltenders are trying to peek around. If you're screened, they're trying to look from the middle of the ice, which is the logical thing to do, but he came out on the short side, and that shot was to the far side, so finally Latvia gets on the scoreboard.
Marcus Komos with his first of the tournament. That comes at 19:02 this second period, giving the Latvian fans, who are always so great, something to cheer about. Zela dumped it in. Moritz Müller, his 12th World Hockey Championship, the German captain. He was right on it, scurrying away as Tuomi's had a good night tonight. Verzliken's behind his goal. That is Zela. And it's blown dead, so just around 20 left in this second period of play.
Well, this will do a little something for Latvia anyway. Win a battle, get the puck back, play with some tenacity, and get a good shot. So they'll be feeling a lot better about themselves. Even just, you know, getting that goose egg off the scoreboard, that'll certainly help.
Zirkal's getting the only assist on that play. Pretty nice wrist shot from Komos. Grubauer, who's not been busy. He was pulled in the last game after 2 periods. He allowed 5 goals against Sweden. And with 3.8, we'll have one final face-off in this second period.
And I think Latvia would just go in and go, hey, let's just go. Let's make some plays. Make some plays and go work on our game offensively. And if we have the puck a little bit more, it's going to happen. And there's good news. Dogovins back on the ice. That is huge, because he's their biggest offensive threat.
We'll try and keep an eye on him the rest of the night to see how his mobility is. Germany blowing it wide open in this second period as that shot is blocked. They scored 5 times. Latvia got 1, but it is all Germany. 7-1 after 40 minutes of play in Ostrava.
Latvia, number 9, 2 minutes for tripping.
Latvia 5, Germany 12.
There we go, guys.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, go!
Different game.
Yeah.
They've stopped playing and they've kept it playing.
Yeah. Easy!
Watch a crease! Watch a crease! It's nothing more than a collision, guys. It's an unfortunate play.
So we got our captain possibly out of the tournament. You guys 4 have nothing, huh?
Well, we saw it. We said it's a collision.
It's a bad luck.
Let it go! Hey! Let it go! Both guys.
Let's go! Hey! 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 Keep moving!
Back inside Ostrava Arena, Dan Robertson with Brian Engblom. So, Brian, we talked a lot about how strong Germany has been today. If you're Latvia, you're down 7-1. What can you possibly do to bring a positive out of this third period?
You just wipe the slate clean. There's a good sign that Dogovins is back. He injured that leg, but he's not out of the lineup, and that's a good thing. Didn't tighten up on him too much. But yeah, you just start over again. 7-1, you just don't pay attention to this. They need to get something going offensively. Looks like we have a problem with the net, so there's going to be a little bit of a delay here. But yeah, I think you just go out there and you say, if you're the Latvians, look, our crowd is here. They are still supporting. When they came out on the ice, they cheered them, you know, and there's a lot of times in a lot of buildings where the home crowd will turn on, you know, on the team, right? You're down 7-1 after 2 periods. Well, that's not it here. So I think that would be part of the conversation. Hey, let's be fair to our fans. Let's go out there. Let's play the way we know we can. Forget about what the score is right now. Let's go get some goals. Let's go play. Let's play hard. Let's make some plays, and let's go to the net. And Dogovins is your guy in that department. Dogovins, Zirkles, and Abels are the ones that have led the fray. So it makes sense that they would start because they're the ones that usually play with some swagger. If they can get something going, then it can bleed over into the second, third, and fourth lines.
Latvia's collective save percentage, mentioned this earlier, taking a beating in this game because Levskis allowed 4 goals from his 10 shots, and overall it's just over 63% that save percentage. 7-1 as the third period is underway here in Ostrava. Dumped right back into the Latvian zone by Nico Sturm, playing in his second game in this tournament tonight. Behind the net was Tiffels. He had it knocked away from him quickly. Frederick Tiffels, 6th World Hockey Championship for him. He gets off the ice. The pass to Zuber. He tried to fling it back toward the net. He was blocked by Krastenbergs, and he'll dump it away. Reichel moved it back. Now the captain, Moritz Müller, stops, lost it. That pass was for Chuksta, but he wasn't watching. So scores Batna. Ted Manson, one of the German players, fell. That was Paterka, who's got a pair of goals here today. Nice skating by Riehardt. Buchart's right in, shot, rebound. Oh, and a save right there by Moritz Müller.
And that was Dogevens who had a chance at an. Buchardt. He had a chance at an empty net.
And he threw that toward the goal. I don't think Grubauer saw that. I know he didn't.
No, yeah, the shot hit him. He was looking for it, but he was completely out of position there. That was an easy one, missed. But again, it's been one of those things, like what's in the water here, for Latvia, because nothing has gone right for them. I mean, nothing.
And an alert play by the captain, Müller, to spear that away at the last second. Pretty stiff collision right over there at the German benches. Paterka ran into his man, Zila. Minute 50 into the third period. Knocked down there by Tuomi, who's had a pretty successful game. Skated on by Kastner, delays and shoots that off the stick, and that'll jump over the glass.
Lucas Reichel was out there a moment ago, too, for the German team. 21 years old. He's a real strong forechecker. Let's take a look again at this chance. There's Buchartz with the chance, and look at Grubauer. He thinks he has it. He thinks it went to his right. And, yeah, that's the great defensive play there. That absolutely saved the goal, no doubt about it. So I think, he just let up. Buchartz just let up just a tad, thinking, I got a slam dunk here. And all of a sudden you get checked out of nowhere by Müller, and you go, are you kidding?
Driving is Fodorl. He has a goal tonight. Back at the line, dancing with it, Fabio Wagner. He is angled off at the hash marks. It goes off him and right back to Fodorl. Germany in strong command. That pass split the defense and will go all the way back, and Pavel will pick it up. 14 players with at least a point today for Germany. Redirected in on the fly is Elitz. He's got a couple of assists. Can't get the puck that time though. Dirkal got it to center. Tracked down by Tobias Forler. Plays for Embry Priata in the Swiss League. Dogevins. Back to the line it goes. Releasing Forler to the corner. Met over there by Rodrigo Abols. He's got 2 goals, 3 points in the tournament. It'll be icing against Germany.
Just to finish that thought on Reichel, on Lucas Reichel. How about pretty good genes he has, huh? Uncle Robert, 830 games with Calgary, the Islanders, and Toronto. And Robert was a heck of a player. And in World Juniors in 1990, Robert Reichel, 21 points, 11 goals and 21 points. Reichel was a terrific, hard-nosed player, great skill set. And he's passed those genes on there to his nephew, it seems like, 21 years old. Reichel really good on the forecheck. He's got some really good wheels and some good hockey sense.
And unless I'm wrong, his uncle Robert played in the World Juniors on the line with Bobby Holik and Jaromir Jagr. So imagine trying to handle those 3.
Yeah, that would kind of help.
As great as Jagr was, one of the best of all time. Holik, big, powerful forward as well. And Robert, maybe an underrated career in a lot of ways. He was terrific.
Yeah.
Now through center, Kastner brings it to the line for Germany. Tried to link up. Nice bit of checking there with the stick by Sabalskis. He'll lean on his man again. Pitched ahead by Roberts Buchartz. His brother had a chance a moment ago, younger brother. But it was knocked away at the last moment. Right onto the ice and onto the puck is Sturm. He'll dart behind the net. Sturm to the point. Moritz Müller's pass, not a very good one that time. Jonas Müller, pardon me. He'll get it back. And that beat has gone on through much of the game. You hear the drums here. Great sound on Ostrava. Singing now. Mancic. Bothered behind the net. Reached after by Cahoon. Latvia looking to clear. They got their only goal of the game. With their chance at the side and poked in by Sturm. Nico Sturm finds a loose puck, and it's 8-1 Germany.
Just another one of these sort of inexplicable goals that's not supposed to happen. Merzlikins just not very good on the short side. This one, I think it just sort of crawled up him and didn't go in at first blush, but Germany went in the battle along the wall. And then, oh, that's why it did. Yeah, he went to clear it, and it's a bad clear, so it did kind of crawl up him on the short side. Doesn't quite go in, but really heads-up play there to just stay on top of the puck. And Sturm gets another one.
Very close to going in, as you said, Brian, in the first bracket. Frustrating night for Merzlikins. We've seen it since he came in relief.
I think it's fortunate for him he's wearing a mask in more ways than one, because he has been screaming at least a couple of times there on some of the goals that have gone in on him.
So Sturm, if you think back to the first period, he had a breakaway and a great chance to score, but was denied on that play by Butlevskis. Sturm back in the lineup, and another odd man rush. Carried ahead by Stahoviak. Wade shoots, and that one stopped. The left leg save right there by Merzlikins as Germany almost making it 9-1. And slides off the stick of Peterka, who's got a pair here tonight. Latvia changing, so only one man on the attack. That was Gavars. And the Germans will regroup. They have 8 goals on 21 shots. In no particular hurry right now as they look for the exit plan. And it's Stahoviak. I've been impressed by his skating. Nice maneuver. Backhand to the front of the net. Chipping at it, or trying to, was Peterka. So this Wojciech Stahoviak,
really
is a pretty good looking player.
He is. He's been very good for him. I remember him from last year too. Got some great wheels. Really smooth, super smooth with the puck on the attack. It's hard to judge how fast he's going, and there's the mistake on that last goal. And Sturm opportunistic in both places. Merzlikins goes to play it. Plays it right off the shin pad of Sturm. It almost goes in at first blush. It did crawl up Merzlikins a little, and he can't get across. Sturm just circles the net. Perfect time.
Sturm had 5 goals this past season with the San Jose Sharks. There he is, sitting on the bench now, 29 years old. He's moved a little bit in his NHL career. Started with Minnesota, then Colorado, and now San Jose.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun year for him with the San Jose Sharks. They're in full rebuild mode for sure. Did not win a lot of games this year, and that's long and hard for the players and the coaching staff, and it cost some people there. And hopefully, for their sake, they'll go a lot smoother next year.
Marcus Granlund, who's playing for Finland in this tournament, led the Sharks with 60 points this past season. They'll have the first overall pick. We'll see an ex-first overall pick in our next game. Juraj Slavkovsky in Slovakia will play Poland in the 8 o'clock local game here in Ostrava Arena. Dan Robertson and Brian Engblom with you today. Around the boards, Abols. That'll trickle back to the point. The shot is blocked. Abols trying to stay on his feet. He was the recipient of a strong push by Kastner. Kastner goes down. One of the Latvian players too. Now through center, Foto. That wrist shot right in the glove of Merzlikins. His team is down 7, 8-1 Germany in Ostrava. 8-1 Germany ahead of Latvia here in Ostrava in Prague today. It was tied at 3 between Czechia and Denmark, but consecutive goals from Czechia, and they've leapt out to a 5-3 lead in the third period there. You see this one never really in doubt. Dominic Cahoon scored at 6:27 of the first, and then a late first period goal made it 2-0 Germany, but it's the second period where they really lean into the Latvians to open it up. They got 5 goals there, and that puck jumps out of play again.
Yeah, that's where it just went upside down against the Latvians. They just couldn't get out of the hole fast enough. They would have been content to have a 10-minute period there and just go in between periods and try to stop the bleeding, but they couldn't. And Germany just really smoothed it out. The game that they were looking for 2 games, in the 6-1 loss to the U.S. and the 6-1 loss to Sweden. This is the game that Germany was looking for. Let's get the puck, let's play. But Sweden and the U.S. just never let them do that. So that'll be the interesting thing for Germany going forward is, will you be able to get the puck when you're up against another good team? Will you be able to track it down? Will you play gritty enough in order to get yourself into this mode where you are making plays and you are scoring goals? Now, the good news is they got Cahoon scored a goal. He was another guy who had some chances, hadn't scored much. And J.J. Peterka, who we talked about before the game. Such a terrific player for them and huge for them last year, an all-star and the best forward in the tournament, and he had nothing going before this game, so he scored a couple in this game. He got one was a gift. He probably deserved a gift because he'd had 5 or 6 really good looks and, you know, was stymied by really good goaltending, but you need those guys going, and Germany now has those things complete. Now it's about not picking up bad habits here in this game, up 8-1.
Brian, should I feel guilty that we're not participating in the wave when it comes around? We just sat still.
Well, I got to stand up from time to time, but I think we'll stay out of the way.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Still a fun atmosphere here in a 7-goal game.
Fans always entertain themselves. Doesn't matter what the score is. It sure helps when it's a big close game and everybody's going crazy. But yeah, they don't sit on their hands here, that's for sure.
Thanks. Zuber lost his stick. He'll stride back to the bench to get one. Indrasis for Latvia. Trying to create is Yaks. He'll wait. Latvians changing their defense, so he had to eat that puck and then move it down to the corner, and it jumps over the stick of Janis Yaks. Like his game. He plays for Litvinov in the Czech league, and he'll fire it over to Komuls, who has the Latvian goal. Marcus Komuls. Peterka on the turnover. That discarded stick, he avoided that expertly. The centering pass was chipped away immediately. Reaching in at center was Gavars. Now 4 Latvians come over the line. A shot kicked away. That was Komuls looking for his second. Behind the goal is Traumax, and it'll come to him. Traumax takes a buck. Fabio Wagner checking, but he continues to the open corner and takes it out. Short side, tries to jam it in. That's a strong play, and is it in? He scored! Edvards Traumax stayed with it, and his goal makes it 8-2.
Good little grinding goal here for Latvia. That'll give them a little bit of jump. Turn the puck over, work hard along the wall. This is real individual effort. He doubles back. Germany gets a little lax, and they wait just a tad. It wasn't too bad. This is really on Grubauer. You're supposed to make these saves. Gets jammed up against the post. But Traumax is just not going to take no for an answer. In just the tiniest little spot there. Grubauer's got the foot there, but he doesn't get his body and his glove. And there was a spot there, I think, barely enough to fit the puck in. Now, they are conferring here with the referees. I didn't hear a whistle or anything. Sometimes there's whistling in the crowd, right? Right. And I don't know, there's been some times where I think, oh, did the whistle go? And it's not.
Ah, it's got nothing to do with that.
All the way back to offside.
So a challenge in an 8-2 game potentially here.
Yikes. Never give up, I guess.
Grubauer didn't get the paddle down on that play either. It was harmless looking enough, but good hard work there by Max, as he kept spinning and finally took it to the goal, as they'll review things. Linesman Yuri Andracek and Josef Spur, both of Czechia. 10:56 on the clock, and it's 8-2 possibly. They come to a conclusion fairly quickly, and you be the judge.
Momentum wise, you can see it coming. Yeah, that's offside.
That was Gabar's flying into the zone, so it looks like it's still 8-1.
Yeah, when they're seeing it that quickly and make the decision that quick.
So if indeed that is the case, and they'll check to add time to the clock. At 10:56 on it now, it should go back up over the 11-minute mark, and that'll be another indicator that it is no goal, and we'll give you the call just to be sure.
After video review, it was determined the play was offside. We have no goal.
So the fans had a good time for a minute, and unfortunately that is taken away even. Germany stays sharp. Even there are people in the video review department. They stay right on it. Nope.
Well, obviously it was blowing enough for them to be alerted to the fact that it's worth another look, and they made the right call, so still a 7-goal game. Well, after all that work, Karl Max is denied, and now they're going to get the clock back up to 11:14, it looks like. Now 11:18. I'm not sure if they know for sure. Yes, that's it. So 11:18 left now in the third, and 8-1. Germany. They back underway and relayed in. There's Leakins. Flipped out the center, and you wonder in the next Latvian game who gets the call in goal to start.
Great point. Yeah. Neither one of them has felt very good in this game, that's for sure.
Tuomi off the rush, and his shot is knocked away. Martin Stierkos, he'll pass it back. Freiberg, long feed to the line. It's kept onside. Dogevins, who was shaken up in the second period. He's on the ice in behind the net, hoping the puck will come to him, but the Germans coming quickly to center, just flipped into the zone. Mark Michaelis will forecheck. He scored a goal in this one. He's able to haul it in there.
I haven't seen Dogevins limping or anything, and of course, you know, if he was, I'm sure they would have pulled him out and get him in for early treatment. So whatever it was, he was able to shake it off. There's just not much pop in his game, like there isn't for any of the, especially the offensive guys for Latvia, because they just haven't had the puck much, and nothing is going right. And give the Germans credit. The Germans' overall game, when they haven't had the puck, they're in good position. They've turned it over. They've made it stressful for Latvia to try to make any plays. And when they get the puck, there's some jump in their game. A lot of movement in their game on the attack.
Good pass ahead by Verzlikins, and cut off that time was Krastenbergs. The point shot now missed on the blocker side. Sabolskis onto the scene. Back to the blue line. Krastenbergs. That slap shot. Grubauer took that on the mask, and that's why they'll blow it dead. You can hear it clearly, and he's stung a little bit, as you would be. His team continues to lead it by 7 here in Ostrava. So Team Germany 9 minutes and 27 seconds away from getting 3 points, would put them up to 6. Latvia came in with 7 points and second in Pool B. The Germans came in 7th in the pool. And that's chipped away from Richard's Bukarts, who thought he had a goal earlier in this game, but Mirko Müller, the defenseman, got a stick on the shot. That one's whipped wide. Richard's Bukarts now fighting to get it back. He'll help in that regard. Chopped off the glass. Zila, the defenseman, poked it to the corner. And that's lifted all the way down the ice. Frederick Tipples forechecking. Swinging back, Nixon Drasis. He'll leave it. Savolskis had to act quickly. He did. Now it's rolled into the Germany zone. Again, Slovakia and Poland. Our second game here in Ostrava a little later tonight. And Slovak fans, I'm told, very loud, Brian. So we welcome that. It's a shot off the outside of the net.
Oh yeah, they come ready to party too. That's for sure. That'll be a dandy. That's one of the great things about this World Championship. Fans are so engaged. You can hear that drum. I mean, and those that keep looking over, those are the Latvian people, the ones that are down 8-1, that they haven't stopped all day.
I can only imagine what it was like when they won bronze last year.
Oh, it was a circus, an absolute circus. People were weeping, screaming, yelling. They didn't know what to do.
First ever time that Latvia medaled at the World Hockey Championship. So when they got back to the capital of Riga, everybody was out. I think, I think it was like a national holiday.
Yeah.
And nobody would have gone to work anyway, so you might as well give everybody the day off.
You. That's right.
That pass goes off the defender. Grubauer had to be careful. It ricocheted off Ubakila and right to him, and he kept it out.
Well, he played it the right way. He had his whole body behind it because he missed it with his glove, and it did do a hop skip on him just in the last foot and a half. He repaired himself after that shot that he took on the side of the chin before we went to break.
Grubauer came in with a record of 1-1 with a goals against him 5.4. Matthias Niederberger is the backup in his last game. He played against the U.S. and lost 6-1 on Saturday. Gave up 6 goals on 43 shots.
See that Seattle Kraken logo on his mask.
Grubauer started with Washington, then Colorado, and now the Seattle Kraken. 7:51 left. And 8-1 Germany with a heavy second period. 5 of their 8 coming in the second. Carlis Chuksta toward the line, weaving his way in. Leaving it for Traumax, who had a goal negated a few moments ago because of an offside. Forler got it to the line. Good second effort to get it further by Kastner. He cleared the zone, and it's dumped into Latvian ice. Stepping out, Chuksta. His pass in behind Dirkals, but he adjusted. He'll carry it into the zone. He's met there by Michaelis. Leaning on his man is Jonas Müller. And Germany able to break it up. Cleared to center, but picked up there by Savolskis, who plays his hockey in Denmark during the regular season. Dirkals looking to the line, and he got it through. Stepping up, Yaks. That shot off to the corner it goes. Wiesman. He's got a goal and an assist. He scored a power play goal. A beautiful individual effort back in period 1. And 3 power play goals for Germany here tonight. A lot's going right for the team in black.
Yeah, working on your power plays and having effectiveness on top of it, that's another big plus for Germany. They came in, they were, what, 3 for 12 prior to the game, adding 3 more in this game. Your big guys have to eat, right? The big dogs got to eat, and the more you feed them early on in the tournament, the better off it's going to be for you, because when push comes to shove, you need those guys to come through for you. I've always believed that, yeah, you have to have a system in order to play well, but it's the star players that win you big games and win you tournaments.
Sturm shot blocked in front. Good save. Right leg by Merzlikins as he kicked it out at the last second. Going to be icing. fine stop there by Elvis. Where's Lincoln?
Yeah, it's a long day. It's a tough night to be a goaltender for both of them. Concentration's still good there. And even still, coverage pretty tight, but just not quite tight enough. Komos gets fooled by the rebound, lets up just for a second, and Tiffels is able to get another shot at it.
Peterka shoved off his pursuit of the puck. Komos stepped right in front of him. Knocked ahead there by Christoph Zila. Germany get the puck back. We've said that time and time again tonight. 26-year-old Komos has the Latvian goal, and away he comes. His pass with Chuchta, not a great one, so they'll have to try it again.
They're really telegraphing their passes. They've done that all night long. When they come up the ice on the attack, Latvia, the defenseman will have it, take a few strides, identify a winger, look at him for a second or two, and then pass the puck. And the Germans can see it coming just like we can see it coming. So whoever receives the pass for the forward for Latvia, they got nowhere to go. They're just swallowed up right away. It's a turnover. And now everybody's caught going the wrong direction. So they've got to be a lot crisper, a lot faster, and make quicker plays.
Kastner ducked into the zone, dropped it off for Peterka. He'll turn with it, spins again. J.J. Peterka, part of a highly skilled group of young forwards with Buffalo. Keeping the puck out of the net was the problem the last couple of years, as they still can't get to the postseason. Peterka, though, good-looking young player, and he's had himself a pretty good game in this one. Sprukarts driving behind the net, bumped off the puck. Gisman put the shoulder into him. Gisman's pass bounced around, but the Germans will get it back with Jonas Müller, a headman feed. Skating in, Ale with a shot, and that's blocked. He'll find it again behind the net. Alexander Ale, who plays for Dusseldorf for his club team. Kastner's pass, that shot stopped by Versleekens, and he'll scoop that up. With 4:03 left, 7-goal advantage for Germany over Latvia. Quick look at the summary in this one. Dominic Cahoon opened the scoring at 5:27 to make it 1-0, and then late in the period, Wisman made it 2-0 in the power play. Then Fertl, Tuomi, Peterka, Michaelis, Peterka again made it 7-0. Komos got one late in the second to make it 7-1, and here in the third, Nico Sturm with a bit of a strange one to make it 8-1 Germany.
Wisman's a heck of a player. Watching him last year in the tournament, I thought he was a guy who just grabbed control of the games when things are going sideways against the Germans. He's done the same thing at times here in this one. They've had a couple of games where they got run over, no doubt, and he was part of that. Wisman, real talented guy. And that was a dazzling one-on-one goal that he scored in this game.
Right shot defenseman, they're always at a premium. Pretty good size. That drive zipped wide of the net. You could see some frustration from the shooter, Martin Dierzkals, as that is set up at the top of the circle. Another shot rattled off the shin pad. Latvia trying to give their excited fans a little something to cheer about. Pulled loose out of that pile by Mark Michaelis. The 28-year-old up to 5 points in the tournament now. No hurry for Moritz Müller. Both teams changing.
Well, it doesn't matter what the score is. They always pick a player of the game for each team. And for me, for Latvia, it's the drummer. No doubt. That guy has not let up. I admire him.
Strong wrists. He's been at it since before the game started. 45 minutes before I could hear this drum, and I thought, okay, the Latvians are here. Puck comes to center. Hit man by Kalva. He's been involved today. Swinging in, Nico Sturm. He is met there, sprinting after it, Cahoon. They'll need him to be at his best as they try to move forward in this tournament. Fabio Wagner now, 2:15 on the clock. Germany will improve to 2 wins, pardon me. A couple of regulation losses, so it'll be 2 regulation wins, 2 regulation losses, and 6 points.
And an easier schedule ahead. So they could really start creeping up fast, and this was a pivotal game for them. If they'd had a bad game, a tough game, and not come away with points in this one, even with a better schedule coming, that would have been a really deep hole. So they've done their job here.
They'll play Kazakhstan Friday, Poland Saturday, and then France on Tuesday. That feed to Reichel with an opportunity, and Merzlikins made the save. Reichel got it back, and it popped away from him. So in Prague, Czechia beat Denmark 7-4. That game was tied at 3 at one point. Hat-trick attempt there for Paterka, but the shot went off his stick as he came down the wing. Roberts Burkhardt cleared the zone. Speeding after it, Stahoviak drops it. Paterka shoots right on. It'll bounce right back to him, and he fired it from a sharp angle. Paterka being leaned into right now by Zila. Under a minute left. Richards Burkhardt weaves his way to the line. That pass went off the stick of the German player Tuomi. So Latvia will try to reset it. As we talked about, their schedule will get tougher as things move along. A couple of days off for them, but then the nose will be to the grindstone.
And that might be good for them in the fact that they need to get back to the grindstone, get back to that kind of game. And when they're playing against the highly talented teams that are up against them, they know their focus is going to have to be in that direction and get back to that heavy game, that physical game, the grinding game that was patient, where they just never give up. This one got away from them early, and they'll just flush this one and be ready for the next opponent.
So this will be their first regulation loss. All Germany. They took control early and never gave it up, and they'll end up beating Latvia by a score of 8-1. Dominant performance here, Brian.
Germany was really good. This is the best game by far. They came off 2 6-1 shellackings that went downhill against them. They turned it around, and they deserve this one going away.
For Brian Engblom, I'm Dan Robertson. Germany with a convincing 8-1 victory over Latvia here in Ostrava.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best players of each team will be awarded by Raiffeisen Bank International, official sponsor of the 2024 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The prizes will be presented by Mr. Mark Hindelank, Vice President of the German Ice Hockey Federation, and by Mr. Petr Handel, Director of the Board of Ostrava Arena. Best player of Team Latvia is by number 6, Markus Kuls. And now, best player of Team Germany, number 65, Mark Michaelis. Germany.
I realize you're a defender, but your team struggled to get offense going today. What was the most frustrating part of the loss?
Everything. We lost battles. Looked like we were five steps behind every time. No confidence, scared. Everything together. It's just a bad game for us.
You guys are the defending bronze medalists, but how would you describe this tournament so far for Latvia?
The beginning was good. Today it was kind of must win for us. Hey, bronze medal was history, you know. Every year there's a new tournament, and every year we got different players on our team. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
You guys have the next 2 days off, and then you face Sweden. As a veteran, how are you going to motivate your team?
As a veteran, I would take a day off tomorrow, but we'll see what the coach is going to do after a loss like this. So probably going to skate tomorrow. I don't know, talk it through, go out, play golf, I heard. Go sightseeing maybe, you know. In the end, it's a tournament. We need to get some different emotions too, so we'll see.
If you can answer this one in Latvian, just what's the most frustrating part of the loss today?
Tas, ka mums nekas nesanāca, mēs bijām lēnāki, vājāki, nebijām tik meistarīgi šodien, jā, tas bija viss kopumā, tāds rezultāts. Thank you.
JJ, your head coach Harry was talking about how he wanted to see an offensive spark. You definitely got it going today. What changed?
I don't know. I think just our team effort. I think we had a bunch of meetings the last couple days just to look how we want to play, and I think today was the time to show it, and we did.
For you, you get 2 goals. I could see the relief on your face after you scored. How did that feel?
Obviously good. I mean, I think I had a bunch of chances first couple games, and obviously sucks when it doesn't go in. And so today was a good feeling to help the team in that regard.
You're playing in your 3rd World Championship. How would you just evaluate Germany's performance so far at this point?
Yeah, I think it's getting better and better. I think last year we showed what a good team effort can actually do, and yeah, that's what we're here for, and that's what we're going for this year.
If you could answer this one in German, just how did you guys get an offensive spark going today? Something you've been trying to get this tournament.
Ich glaube einfach mehr zusammenspielen. Ich glaube, wir haben mehr Scheiben aufs Tor gebracht. Jeder hat für jeden gearbeitet, alle 4 Reihen sind vorne gewesen, alle 4 Reihen waren hinten und dann sind auch die Tore gefallen.